Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, we have a Great Katana build, a hybrid Great Katana build, and what I mean by that is that it has the Frost buildup and the Inherent Bleed buildup that comes with Great Katanas. For the talismans, we are running the Claw Talisman, the Shard of Alexander, the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, and the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia. The Rotten Wing Sword Insignia and these two, I think, are mandatory. You can swap this out with whatever you like, but I think this one is very good. If you find yourself not doing jumping attacks, then obviously you can swap it out. For the armor, we are running the Carrion Knight Helm, the Beast Champion Armor, and Greaves, and then Blythe's Gauntlets. If you don't like the look of this, then you can use something else. It doesn't boost us in any statistical way, but I just think it looks nice. For our stats, this is a higher level build, but you can of course adjust it to whatever level you're at. We're going to want to focus mainly on dexterity, but after 80, it doesn't really matter. Secondly, we're going to want to focus on strength, because the Great Katanas do scale with strength. A little bit worse, but they still do. And then the rest of it doesn't really matter. So the Ash of War and the affinity that we're going to put on the Great Katana, we are going to use Savage Lion's Claw. This is a new Ash of War just in the DLC. It's an upgraded version of the normal Lion's Claw, and it's super cool. So we're going to use this, and we're going to go down to Cold. This will bring down the blood loss buildup by 5, but it also increases the frost buildup by 127. So overall, it's still pretty crazy. Just to show off the Ash of War really quickly, here is the Savage Lion Claw. That's just clicking it once, but if you click it twice, you get something new. It does consume 10 with the first 2 swings, but after that it consumes 20 with the full thing. So after some time spent with this build, I've concluded that it is busted, but not like Blasphemous Blade busted, but like still really good. The Frost procs a lot. You're seeing right now, especially on Melania, since her resistance is pretty low. She is definitely a very large victim to this build. If you're struggling on Millennium, I find that this will definitely help a lot. Bleeds should still proc like once in a boss fight, which is still decent because Frost will tend to proc like 2 or 3 times, which adding up is like half the boss's health bar. Now with the actual moveset, I find that it is super fun. The jumping attacks have a lot of range, the normal attacks have a lot of range, and the heavy attacks have a lot of range. So overall, you'll find that the range on this weapon is almost unmatched. You get a nice bit of poking and slashing attacks, so the attack set is pretty versatile. With the Ash of War Savage Lion's Claw, it does have some trouble hitting smaller enemies. Even when I'm locked on, I don't know if this is a skill issue or not, but sometimes if a boss is staggered or something, you will use it and then it will just completely miss. But on larger enemies, it does work perfectly fine, and it will hit even without the lock on. The damage on it is great though. Now other than that, with any downsides, I can't really say any. This build is super decent. It's better than the builds that I've done before, which includes a Milady build, a Sword of Night build, a Moon build, including the Starline Sword. Now in the DLC, this build does still hold up. It does sizable damage to Radahn, including the Ash of War. So I just want to show the Ash of War damages and the weapon damage. So this is the only 1-hit Ash of War. This is 2 hits. And it procs Frost, okay. I also just want to show how quickly it procs Frost and blood loss. So you have to remember that each enemy does have a different resistance to everything. So while that might have been super quick, a boss might not be that quick, but in general, it should be pretty quick for both. So overall, like I said before, this build is super good. It shines in its ability to proc Frost, along with Bleed, a little less though, and its mixture of a fast but high damaging moveset and playstyle. I think this is easily the best Great Katana in the class, just because of its sheer variety. I've seen people go into a cult on this one and just go full bleed, but I find that the hybrid type of playstyle allows for a way better, more fun type of thing, because you don't actually have to invest in intelligence to upgrade your frost buildup. It just comes with the weapon upgrades. The frost buildup is higher than any bleed buildup that you can get, so the two mixed, I think, is the best possible option. So I think that this is the best possible Great Katana build without any buffs whatsoever. Of course, if you want to add buffs, you could, but I just don't like that. I just like the Katana on its own. But anyways, if I were to put this on a tier list, I would honestly put it at a very low S tier, which is still crazy good. Like I said, I think that this is better than any build that we've done before in my other videos, which you should check out, by the way. You can use this on pretty much any boss, even if they are resistant to frost or bleed. The weapon by itself is pretty reliable, unlike some other weapons. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you don't have to subscribe, but if you have any build suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, because I am running out of ideas. Thanks, have a good day, goodbye.